Today I'm going to be doing something I've been waiting to do for a long time, and I think this is really exciting. I am going to be checking out the JFK Centurion Lounge from American Express. Ever since it opened in October of 2020 during the pandemic, I've always wanted to check it out, and today's the day we'll get to do just that. There are several ways as to accessing any Amex Centurion Lounge, one of which is through the Platinum card from American Express with a $695 annual fee. You can also access the American Express Centurion Lounge if you have the Delta Reserve card and you're flying Delta that same day, and the invite-only Centurion card for American Express also gets you in as well. Even the Hong Kong version of the Platinum card can get you in, or if you have the Morgan Stanley or the Charles Schwab, then you're good to go. Please keep in mind that no matter how you access the lounge, you're only going to be able to do so within 3 hours of your scheduled departure time. Upon entering, you'll notice the front desk, and to the right of that is a seating area. Past the seating area is a kids' room reserved for families with young children. A lot of the seating options in this lounge offer table space, which is good for either eating or working. And of course, we can't forget about the signature watchdog painting that's found in all Amex Centurion lounges. The JFK Centurion Lounge features an Equinox Body Lab, which is basically a workout room where you can engage in workouts and do yoga and meditation. The JFK Centurion Lounge features these really cool phone booths, each of which is inspired by a time period in New York history. After having already spent a decent amount of time in this lounge, I can definitely build an appreciation and understanding for what this lounge is really like. There's a single work desk in the lounge equipped with a printer. On the left part of the main level is a pretty cool meeting room. It's definitely a great area that's worth checking out, especially if you want some pictures, and in addition to the meeting room is a phone booth. The phone booths in the lounge are quite detailed, and I can find myself spending a lot of time in here. You'll find these spacious booth-like chairs on the main level, which are quite plush and private to sit in. One thing I love about Centurion Lounges is how they incorporate local elements of the city culture into their spaces, and at the JFK Centurion Lounge, you'll find several photos of New York City and New York pop stars. There's an impressive amount of drinks at the self-serve beverage station to choose from, including freshly made iced teas and infused waters. Past the food and beverage station is the main buffet, and one area where Centurion Lounges really shine, in my opinion, is with the impressive buffet selection that's much better than what you'll find in Delta Sky Clubs or American Admirals Clubs. The dishes are chef-inspired and catered from local New York chefs. There's an impressive selection of both hot and cold options to choose from, as well as condiments to suit your taste. At the end of the buffet is a dessert selection as well. Near the buffet area, you'll find one of the lounge's 3 bars, and the bartenders in Amex lounges are very friendly. One thing I love about the JFK Centurion Lounge are the incredible views overlooking the ramps, which is something that's not found in many Centurion lounges, especially in the lounge at New York's LaGuardia. The seating area feels quite contemporary for a lounge that opened about 4 years ago, especially with these modern sphere-shaped light bulbs. I felt that the lighting gave the blue and purple furniture a nice accent. The JFK Centurion Lounge's got chic bathrooms and even shower suites, which I unfortunately did not get to check out. The bathrooms are nice and modern with a really cool floor pattern, and there's a generous sink size as well. The bathrooms are stocked with expensive skincare products. The JFK Centurion Lounge was the first in Amex's portfolio to feature a downstairs level, and it's pretty nice. If you only have 15 to 20 minutes to spare before your flight, then I'd certainly recommend coming down here. To the right is going to be a reserved seating area for Centurion guests. The dedicated Centurion seating area is a pretty cool space with plenty of comfortable chairs and seating. Like what we had a look at on the main level, you'll find some more throne-like seats. You'll find some pretty cool pictures on the walls of New York pop stars and photos of New York City. The downstairs level features plenty of high-top seating lining the windows, as well as a buffet selection which is not as extensive compared to what you'll find on the main level, though you still have some hot options to choose from. The locally inspired dishes are catered from New York City chefs. 2 of the 3 bars in this lounge are located downstairs, and I think that Centurion Lounges really shine in terms of their food and beverage offerings. The 3rd bar in the JFK Centurion Lounge is a secret speakeasy by the name of 1850. 1850 was the year American Express was founded. The bar has a theme that's inspired by the US Prohibition era. Despite the fact that there are no windows in this space, you'll be mesmerized by the amazing ambiance. It's obvious that I'm not allowed to drink given my age, however I still think that this is an incredible spot to hang out and kill some time. The flooring and details on the wall give the blue furniture a nice accent. All of the food and beverages in the lounge, including the alcohol, are going to be free. There's a selection of prohibition-themed cocktails and wines that you can order at the bar. The Speakeasy's signature cocktail is the espresso martini. I reflected on how nice this lounge is over a refreshing virgin mojito. This bar really reflects the 1920s vibe with elegant wooden and Art Deco finishes. I'm a bit of a history nerd as well as a travel enthusiast, and the 1920s is one of my favorite periods of US history. I love the blues and the whites that American Express opted for, which is complemented by a wooden accent. The seating downstairs features plenty of table space for either eating or working. I love the magazine rack in this American Express Centurion Lounge, which features plenty of decor. I can see myself decorating my house like this. Centurion Lounges have pretty good iced tea, and this one of mango and passion fruit was no exception. I also chose to sample a couple of dessert items from the buffet, such as a blueberry pudding and chocolate chip cookie. This was easily one of the best cookies I've had in a lounge. So far, I'd say that JFK is my favorite Amex Centurion Lounge location. The lounge is adequately luxurious with plenty of comfortable seating and chef-inspired food options from local New York-based chefs. There's also a lot of artwork in this lounge which reflects local New York history. This is definitely not the best lounge in the United States, but it's certainly much better than a typical airline club. The Amex Lounge here in JFK is quite unique from the others. The phone booths with different years representing time periods in New York, as well as the secret speakeasy, are what makes this lounge really unique. The speakeasy has its own mood that sets it apart from the rest of the lounge. I'd certainly come back to this lounge again, and can't wait to see what Amex has to offer in their other Centurion lounges.